Game report with JB, the whole cast, a divisional playoff preview. .222 left to play. San Francisco 14, Philadelphia nothing. And it looks like the 49ers will be headed for Green Bay. And who knows what the temperature will be. Today it's been very unpleasant. This is Steve Young. Rolls right and out of bounds after he picked up the first down.
You know, he has to be okay. I mean, that's Chris Dahlman, the right guard, going out there. But Steve Young, I mean, we saw him and how much he was hurting there at the end of the first half. And whatever it is, he's gotten better. Because just the fact that he's run bootlegs, he's run quarterback sneaks, he's doing all these things, he's fine. I mean, he put on a burst there.
Yep.
I mean, he put on a burst where he looks like a running back.
He's always been very fast.
You know, that's the thing about him. I mean, you know that he can pass and you know that he can move and he can run, but he can also run with speed, the speed of a back.
First down, San Francisco. This is Lavelle. He is knocked backwards inside the 15 after he got perhaps a yard, and another one of the 49er offensive linemen gets up limping.
Well, what they're going to do now when they have Jerry Rice and he takes off his gloves, he isn't going to play anymore. The 49ers probably aren't going to pass anymore.
I wouldn't think they would. 2 minutes left. The Eagles have no timeouts. Here's today's Miller Lite play of the game. This was not a touchdown, but we were doubting at the time if Steve Young's ribs were well enough for him to throw. And the perfect strike, the one-handed catch to Jerry Rice. That certainly qualifies as the play of the day. Steve Young, knowing the Eagles are out of timeouts, just takes a knee.
Well, now George Seifert can start complaining. He said he didn't want to before the game because he had to win this game against the Eagles. But now he played a Monday night, then he plays Sunday. Now he's going to have a short week. And the thing that he's complaining is playing an early game. He said it's going to be, they're going to play that game in Green Bay at 9:30 a.m. on Saturday, California time. So George Seifert last Friday was already complaining about that. Then he stopped himself. He said, oh, geez, I can't be complaining about that one because we have to win this one. Well, he'll probably start after this game.
He has good reason.
And then, of course, the Cowboys got to play on Saturday, and then they have a week and a day before they play again.
Last time they played the Packers, it was Green Bay 23, the 49ers 20 in overtime.
Yeah, that was a heck of a game.
Yeah,
Jim McDonald was saying yesterday, he said, when we watched that game again, he couldn't believe how poorly they played or how they were beaten. He said there's no way that should happen again.
Again, Steve Young.
Look at this formation here, this stance here. This is an interesting thing. It looks like some old throwback formation you'd have in the guys in leather helmets.
That's fourth and hunker.
George Seifert 0-2 versus Mike Holmgren.
We used to work with him, of course.
Yeah, Mike Holmgren was the offensive coordinator here with the 49ers. But I'll tell you, if Steve Young is healthy, and this is a quarterback league in the NFL, this team can go all the way. I mean, they always have to be reckoned with because they have a pretty good defense, and if they have a healthy Steve Young, they can beat anyone in this league.
And they've gotten a couple of other guys. There's Ricky Waters hugging Ray Rhodes.
Well, it was a homecoming for both of them.
Yeah.
And they both thought they had a pretty good chance to beat the 49ers.
Here's Rippon firing deep. Pass caught. Inbounds. Yes, it was a catch by Calvin Williams.
But that's a tough thing about these playoffs. You know, all the teams that start that are in the playoffs, there's only going to be one team that's going to win its last game, and that's the team that wins the Super Bowl. Everyone else that gets in the playoff, other than the Super Bowl winner, is going to lose the last game they play. And this is the one that you have to live with the whole off season. And this is what the Eagles are going through right now.
2 years in a row they made it to the playoffs. Last year they just destroyed Detroit in the first round. Rippon hanging on, taken down by Brian Young.
It's fitting that Brian Young gets a sack now because he's played like heck this whole game. I mean, he was the guy that was rushing Ty Detmer early in the game. He was the guy that was stopping those runs. He's played a heck of a game. He and Ken Norton Jr.
How about a whole year?
Oh, a whole life.
A Hail Mary knocked away in the end zone. McDonald went down. Rippon is still down now. Struggles up. The NASDAQ stock market postgame report coming up. Divisional playoff review with J.B. Terry, Howie, and Ronnie.
You know what's so important in this thing is home field advantage. I think having a quarterback, weather, and maybe the most important thing is having your best players healthy. There's Gary Plummer. I don't know that he'll ever be healthy. He was showing the burst on his left knee, the burst on his right knee, the burst on his elbow. He has big old like grapefruit sticking out in all his joints.
The leap again, and this one is intercepted by Tim McDonald. And what a year he's had. When you're giving out accolades, Tim McDonald has been outstanding. And number 8, you can't say enough about him.
How about that guy? He has been amazing. I mean, you talk about a gutsy guy and a gutsy performance. That was Steve Young today. Woo.
And no matter how many times you say it, you don't think you said it enough. George Seifert doesn't get enough credit for the job he's done.
Wow, and there's always talk that he's going to be replaced, and I always say he's going to be replaced. Who are you going to replace him with? Where's someone that's a better coach than George Seifert?
They don't enter my mind immediately. Final score here in San Francisco then is the 49ers 14, Philadelphia nothing. Coming up, J.B. Terry, Howie, and Ronnie will be along from the Fox Television Center with the NASDAQ stock market postgame report right after these messages.